Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. I'm Max and Evolved, and last time we did a thing, right? We did something pretty spectacular. We basically started the end game of the first part of this game. The end game of the base game, so to speak. And before I go any farther about what we're going to do in this episode and moving forward, I just want you guys to know that I appreciate all of the support through subscriptions, likes, comments on this channel. It really means a lot to me. And, you know, if you are still enjoying the content or if you're not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. You know, there's a vast majority of people watching this aren't subscribed. And, you know, by hitting the subscribe button, the thumbs up, leaving comments, it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content and, you know, you want me to keep on going. So with all that out of the way, let's get into future planning, right? So we're still about, well, let's see, this is charging up rather slowly. And I'm wondering if it's a supply issue. What is our supply looking like? Well, that's not good. We'll get that sorted out. But we have a couple things to do still in this base game, right? We need to destroy the 3 other hives, or the 3 other overmines, whichever direction they're in. And then we need to start going down, right? We need to get deeper. We need to get into the frozen factory content, right? And in order to do that, I wonder, is this a production issue? Oh my gosh, it is. It is a production issue. Crazy. We're getting the material out. I just don't think we're making it fast enough. This makes it, I think it's like 15 seconds, right? 15 seconds per refined liquid resin. So 15 times, what is that? I have 6. So we're getting 6 every 15 seconds. Or what is that? Divided by 3, right? 2 every 5 seconds. So 1 every 2.5 seconds. I don't think that's fast enough. We might need to, and by might need to, it's looking like we're going to need to expand our liquid resin refining, which means I might turn this into like a whole room. Because we have a little bit of space out this way, right? That's where that's where some power is coming from, other power is coming from other places. So we definitely have the space to move this out. So that was something I wasn't planning on that now it looks like we're going to have to do, right? But another thing is, there's a couple other features of this game that I'm not actively, you know, doing quite yet. So let me kind of show you what I'm talking about. So if we're over here looking at the research, what is this, the research station? Yeah, the research station. There's a few recipes we haven't unlocked yet, right? So herbivores, right? These are falcors that basically just fly around and grab plants, right? There is some other stuff. Well, let me get through all this. We're looking for, and I might have already got it, actually. Constructobot, I'm not really interested in. Okay, so room vaporators, hydroponics bay, med bays, cloning vats, right? This is all stuff that ampule dispensers, right? This is all stuff that we're going to need to, well, I guess it's not required, but it'll make respawning and regaining our health faster. And that might be something we want to look into when we start doing the frozen factory stuff. So definitely like making ampules, which use I believe they use all the plants and stuff that you would find out and about. So really, I mean, what do we have? 65? I'm going to save it until we're actually ready for that, right? Mark II auto excavator. 100% we're going to need that, right? Because this is the mod that I was talking about a couple episodes ago from Flexible Games, which lets you kind of make an auto excavator that is configurable to both height and radius. So definitely going to need that to dig out an area in the cold caverns for the whole frozen factory portion of the game. The other thing we need to do is we just need to go down, right? We need to get deep enough to find the new ores and scan them, and then like do all this and that so we can get all the research points and stuff like that. So I think for this episode I'm going to try to get deep, get the scanning done, and then also fix this fuel issue, because, you know, as you can see, our missile's doing work over there. This area is going to serve a couple purposes. Number one, once we're done with the OET being charged, you know, we're going to then... we're going to have all these, you know, all of these turbines just sitting here. Well, that's going to become our new power source, right? This is going to be our power generation that we're going to send down to the cold caverns. So there's going to be quite a bit of stuff we're going to need to do to, like, prepare for all that. And it's going to start with fuel, right? So that's going to be, I think, the second priority for this episode, because I think going down deep is not going to be that big of an issue. So what we're going to do, I've already loaded up on some Mark V power boosters to keep us all powered up. I think I have, that should be enough coal to produce enough lighting if I need to, enough torches. I got a lot of random stuff in here that I want to get rid of at some point. You know, I'm still toying around with the idea of making like a giant mass storage or a giant storage facility, so that, you know, that kind of like takes all that stuff, takes all the random knickknacks, all, you know, from here and there, and just stores it in one area so that, you know, I can just walk up to a room somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe back over here. You know, we haven't really used this area. Maybe I'll clear this or hollow this thing out and build on back here and make a big room where all of this stuff goes to just exist, right? So I can just walk up and grab whatever I want, and then I could use mass storage maybe just to kind of keep it going. I know mass storage isn't as efficient as, say, using like the bigger hoppers, but I think it'll be okay for what we're trying to do. You know, and that's just like down the road. We've kind of already done a bunch of stuff, and we're not really worried about what, you know, we're not pressed for time on anything, right? So ideally it would work as, you know, just like this garbage thief, right? I go into, I think there's one of these machines, right? It's like one of these random ones. It's a different kind of like thief, I think they call it. Okay, so going back here to the recipes. There, you know, there's a bunch of stuff here, right? Like bars, barkeeper, ore thief. These all work very similarly to the thief, the other thief we have, whatever it is. I forget which one, the garbage thief or whatever, where they just take stuff out of your inventory. And I think there's other stuff that you can do that also like takes stuff out of your inventory. And it'd be really nice to just like walk up to that, stand in it, have it take everything you need, and then it just like auto sorts. Or even just having like a big hopper, like one hopper is probably gonna have to be a 100 slot, because I'm not sure if the 200 slot hoppers are one type. Huge storage hopper. Okay, so nice. Okay, so maybe it's just a 200 slot hopper where we just walk up to, you know, open it up, drop in whatever, and then it all sorts itself out in like a big machine, and it like creates a mall somewhere else. So that might be kind of fun to do later. You know what I mean? So for now, let's kind of get down deep and let's start exploring. All right, so this is going to be our base for a second. It's been a while since we've been down here to the tier 2 ores. Looks like everything's still going pretty well. I don't know what... I haven't checked on these in a long time, so I have no idea. Well, I mean, our power's okay. It seems to be holding. Our gold veins are there. Right now, we're not really using too much material, so it's kind of nice. These are all full. We got... I know this titanium vein is massive, so... But we came down here because we were going to go down this way, which is where the biomass is. We're just going to kind of follow this line. I might end up putting some teleporters. By some, I mean a single teleporter down here. Just to kind of make, you know, just so we can start down here versus anywhere else. But this is as good a spot as any to... Oh, we used up this biomass vein. Interesting. Alright, so I'm just gonna go down, I guess, and I'll let you guys know. We should actually, I wonder if it'll show us if there's any unknown ore anywhere nearby. No? Okay. So we're just gonna go down, and I'll bring you guys back once we kind of get to a position where we find something worth it. Alright, and we are now at 720 meters. I basically just dug a hole straight down from the toxic caverns, and we've come across this. I'm not sure which one this is. I know we're looking for like chromium and molybdenum, something like that. So that's the first one. I want to keep going down and seeing if there's... Oh, I wonder if that's a sugilite crystal. But I want to keep going down. I want to find both of them if I can, so I can just kind of get the scans done all at one time, you know? So let's go back in here. Ooh, is that... That's more molybdenum or whatever vein, whatever element we found. It's good to know because eventually I believe that this stuff uses a different type of extracting method, and I think you need like a flat face to do it. Now, all of this knowledge, I've never done this myself, right? Everything I know about this process, I learned from watching the Flexible Games YouTube channel. He's done like quite a bit. He's the one that made this mod, right? The Auto Excavator Mark II. He's done quite a few FortressCraft series, and I learned a lot by watching it. That's how I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing in the Frozen Factory. But yeah, if you guys have never checked him out, you should definitely check it out. It's good stuff. But now that we have two sources found, I'm assuming they're different veins. I'm going to keep just going down and trying to find chromium. So I don't know how long it's going to take, so I'll bring you guys back once I've kind of got that all figured out. Alright, so I just ended up digging straight down, just, pinging for unknown ore, and I came across this. Let me kind of dig out and put some light down so we can kind of see what is going on here. I'm hoping that this is the other ore, either chromium or molybdenum. I'm not sure which. I can't tell. I don't remember what the colors look like for each one, so I'm kind of just guessing here. And I'm hoping that this is just the other one that I need, right? So I'm just digging this out. Again, I'm actually very happy that these are at least close to each other, in the sense that they're within a straight line, all the patches I've found, because I want to be able to set up my logistics better. Set up the logistics to extract all this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and scan this right now. And with that, I think we've scanned both of the things that we're going to need, Now, we could always be going deeper. We're at, what, minus 785? So, there's always room to go deeper. But as of right now, we've got both of these scanned, and I don't see a point in going that much deeper. So I'm going to work my way back up to the toxic caves. And then, actually, I guess to the tier 2 ores. And then from there, we'll teleport to the top. We'll research. And I'll bring you guys back when we're getting ready to do all of that. All right, and we have made it back to the surface in one piece. Let's go ahead and see what these two materials are. Chromium and molybdenum. Awesome. So, Frozen Factory expansion. All right, so let's go to the lab and see kind of what we need to start getting this researched. And we need 64 alloyed machine blocks, easy. 64 overclocked crystal clocks. Okay. Do I have... Is this just a huge? Yeah. Okay. Let me just throw these down on a hotbar. 60 alloyed machine blocks. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's that. Now let's check out overclocks. I'm assuming that's in here. Overclocker. Overclocker. 1 crystal clock maker. Okay, well, let's make that, and we'll make 1 overclocker.
Crafting.
Cool. Now let's go down to where our crystal clocks are. Overclocker, we'll throw that down. Let's see what you need. 250 power per second. Okay, that's whatever. That's doable. And I'm assuming it's going to need crystal clocks, right? Crystal clocks come out this way. 250 power per second. I wonder if I could get that in here. Okay, so the plan is we'll just have one of them come this way. We'll throw the overclocker down, like right there. We'll throw a hopper down right, yeah, and we'll just power this thing, you know? Or maybe I will put it here. I'm thinking about like how I'm gonna get the power to that. So we're gonna need let me think here. A battery, right? There. And you already do enough. Okay. So now I just need to make sure that this thing is gonna have the 2 of these on it. Let me think. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just do that. We'll do that. And then we will piggyback off this, right? Thusly. And that should power it up. Now, it needs 5 crystal clocks. 5 times 64 is 320. So I need to put 300. Okay, I need a bigger hopper. 320. Okay, so I put the 320 in there. This is probably going to need somewhere to output. Do I have any normal hoppers? 100 slaughters. It'd be weird if I didn't. I don't think I do. Let's just put you down right there. Boom. So that'll be remove only. This will be add only. Okay. So now we're just going to wait for that to do its thing, right? So we'll let that work. And then we will go over and look at our fuel situation. Because we're not making fuel. You can see the OET charge. We're like doing nothing right now. So, first things first. We need to analyze this setup. And I'm going to literally just take it all apart. Okay, so let's analyze what we have here, right? We have 2 input pipes from in there, right? We have power sources coming from there. And we have a power source coming from here. Now, what we need to do is make sure that all of the liquid resin refiners have enough power to operate. And I have 6 liquid resin refiners. Now, I'm going to make the assumption that that is insufficient because we're obviously not producing fast enough, right? So, what I want to do is figure out a spot, and we're kind of packed in right here. Okay, so as I'm analyzing this space, I'm realizing that there's really not a lot of room here, right? So, because I'm constrained, I don't want to redo this whole setup that feeds the everything going on over here, which we need to get this figured out quick too, because I don't want these to... What is this one doing? Why is that there? Oh, because it's transmitting. I don't want the like this process to stall for longer than it needs to, right? So I'm wondering if I can just, close this off, make it, a leg, right? Just this number right here. Boom. All right, let's do that, that, and that. And actually build this over here. Come out this way. Because I got the room, I can go around, I can move this. This is not difficult, right? This is just whatever. Or even over here, I just need to get it back to, I just need to be able to hit this again. Because I've already got it set up and I don't want to mess with all of this. I don't want to completely refactor everything. So let's go over here. Let's find like a stackable design that would actually works for this process. And I want to take advantage. I've already got some solar power up here, right? I've already got this thing going, but I'm not so married to this that, in fact, I'm going to just take this down. I'm just going to get rid of this. All right, so that's taken care of. I have my outputs right here. I got one there. I'm going to do this. One there, right? And I have some power coming from right there. All of that is in play right now. So we need to... Now, here's the issue, right? If each one of these produces one refined liquid resin per 15 minutes, then I need at least 15, right? So my thought process is, well, what if I just make... Where are they? What if I just make 20, right? Make 20 of these and just have it do its thing. Now, the only thing is, the only issue, so to speak, is how do I do that in a compact manner, right? Because I've kind of boxed myself in over here. I guess I could always go down. I could always work down here. In fact, I think that's probably the better idea. That way I don't have to worry about, you know, logistics and like making everything look nice, which means I can actually completely get rid of this and just stick with that battery, whatever's going right there, as a power source. Okay, so we're gonna do that. You know, I'm over here just making executive decisions on the fly. We'll have these go down. Easy money, right? Let's bring you down, bring you down. Boom. Boom. Okay, so the easiest way to do this, I think, is just to kind of line these up in a row, right? So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like this, right? And then there will be hoppers here. These will be output hoppers. And then I'll do something like, you know what, I'm probably going to end up moving these. Just because I'm like fleshing out this design as I'm kind of doing this with you guys. Like that. So these will be add, and here will be a bunch of remove onlys, and I'll mirror that over here as well. And then a last set of, oh, you know what? No, that'll be fine. I'll do this. Like, how can I, you know, how can I minimize the amount of hoppers that I have to take from? And then I'll use pipes. Oh, no, that's why I can't do that. If I put those there and a pipe here, it'll just draw from there. Dang it. Well, we thought we had it. We thought we had it, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll just have to make more hoppers. Okay, so these are going to be full going this way, right? That is the direction of travel. That is the direction of travel. And same for these guys. Because these are going to be filled from those. That's fine. We'll just do that for right now. And then these are also going to be, these are going to be the outputs, right? These are all going to coalesce into like this hopper. Let's just pretend that's what's going to happen for right now. Again, I'm going to kind of judge the merits of this idea based on the results. You know, we're results oriented here. Are you going the right way? No. Okay, so you all feed into this, blah, blah, blah. And then we just need to add these guys. All right, so here's the gist. They come down here, they run through these middle lines, and each of these hoppers should be able to These are all remove only, right? So they're all going to, each of these should be able to take the liquid resin from these hoppers. And the feed should be faster than they're able to take it. So these hoppers should never be empty. They should always work. Then the outer line of refiners is going to output to this outer line. And same thing over here. And then these middle two will output into this one. And they'll all coalesce into here. So that'll be refined liquid resin. Then I'll just have to route this back up somewhere over in this direction to connect back up with our feed, which is right here. So I'll just do something like that. Ooh, come on. There's a wall there. We'll do that. We'll do that. Nope, that. And then we'll get rid of that. And we'll go up, up. And that's our target, right? So we can just do something like, let me see if we're going to be hitting like there, right? Just kidding, like there. Trust me, guys. I got this. I got this. All right. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing that and that. Right? And then we're going to be doing that. Boom, boom. Now, I want to get this all piped up before we run the power so that we can just kind of make the power miss. Are you lined up? Is that? No, it's not. Of course it's not. We want to go this way. We'll go that way. And then we'll just boom, connect, right? Okay. So now I need to connect all these up from a power perspective. And now what I'm about to do, I'm sorry, all right? Just deal with that, right? Like, just pretend that didn't happen and pretend we're not just doing something real gross, right? This is just, I'm doing this because it gives me the ability to just kind of spam this thing with power from different areas and just have it all distribute. Hopefully. Ideally. So this is here. I'm going to actually do that and do that, right? And I'm going to instead do something like this. Oh man. I'm gonna do that, and we'll throw a great lens on there. I don't give a shit. There we go. So hopefully this has. Do I have fuel on me? Probably not. Doesn't look like it. I got a lot of crap on me though. I need to get rid of. All right, so that's just kind of gonna do its thing there. That'll start filling this up. I'm assuming. Yeah. So okay. So we're at least getting refined liquid resin now. That's not going to be enough. That's not going to be anywhere close to enough, right? Does this have some power to spare? Are we just going to cannibalize all the power we can? You bet your butt we are. And then we're just going to take that. Oh, man. If this isn't FortressCraft, I don't know what is, right? The missile thing is hardly using any power anyway. Let's just give this a ton of power, right? We're slowly producing. I mean, we'll start 167 hours to charge the OET because it's not going at all. You know, that'll go faster. That'll work. One other thing we can do, I can just do what is right above this. Where does this take me? Literally right there. Do I want to mar my base with just a solar panel on the ground? You know what I mean? Like, literally just like a solar panel right here. Just a happy little battery. And then I'm going to try, if I have all the stuff, to get that. And we're just going to put this little guy right here. Now, as far as anybody's concerned, this is just a floor. It's a nice little floor, you know? Nobody has to ask any questions. There's nothing going on, you know? We'll do that. I do want to build some buffers in here, though. So, you know... Oh, crap. I can't put it right there. I can put it right here, though. 100% can put it right there. Yeah? Okay. And then I can put more along the way here. Now, I need to rebuild my access. Just kidding. There's access right here. So this looks like it's going pretty well. Pretty excited about that. We're going to throw in buffers kind of wherever we can fit them. Because that's just what you do. Alright, I think this is going to work. And by that, I mean, I hope this is going to work. I'm going to do this, so I can kind of casually drop all that off. And I'm going to do that. You know, the more buffers, the better. But it looks like this should start filling up, I'm assuming. I wonder if there's a... I don't think there's a throughput issue. I could be wrong, though. These are working. Yeah, I mean, it's going. This should be going faster. I don't see why it wouldn't be going faster. Again, it might be the overflow, right? And if that's the issue, then we could potentially split this off. But let's see how this runs. If it really comes down to it, we can reimagine this to just be in like a line, right? And already, look at that. Our OET went from 167 to 5 hours. That's progress. That's, you know, modern problems require modern solutions. You know, it also occurred to me that I don't have a solar panel on the lab, which is just kind of crazy to me. So I'm going to put an organic solar panel because we can at least start getting the research going, you know? Like, there's some, we have some stuff in there, so might as well throw the other stuff on there, right? At least start researching what we have. Research not at optimal speeds. Of course not. So by the time this is all done and all this and that and the rest of the overclock stuff happens, you know, it's, you know, we got some time. So I'll spare you guys that wait and I'll bring you back once we're ready to complete the research. And finally, we have the Frozen Factory research done. So let's collect it. And here's some other stuff that we need to get. Particulate filtration, large-scale vein extraction. Molybdenum. Okay, so we can at least get this started because we have that stuff. So looks like our research is back in action, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially starting Frozen Factory stuff. Any new recipes that I've got? Multi-matter movers. Wow. That is kind of crazy. Cluster missiles. Charges a single imbued missile. Charges 8 rapid-fire missiles, each doing a quarter of the original damage. That is actually really cool. Mephitic missile assemblers. Cryo-chilled. Suit Power Pack Mark II? Oh man, I'm going to research that right now. Mark 1 Suit Upgrade Module. Okay, I'm going to get that too. There's so much stuff in here. Imbued machine block assembler. I'm assuming this is all the stuff that we're going to need to like to get the to start like really being efficient in the Frozen Factory. Okay, this is all scrap. Fluid pipes. Okay, I know we're going to need this stuff. Hard rock grinder is what you use to get the tier 4 ores. So let's grab some of that. Mesh weaver. Okay, so let's get all these room coolers, mesh weavers, climate control center. Okay, this is what we need to this is like what starts the Frozen Factory, releasing this C climate control, the cold cavern climate control center, right? This is what actually starts that. So we're not going to do that quite yet, but I am going to research. I'm going to research some of this stuff just to kind of you know, get some of this stuff, because I do want to do some of this. Base scanners, we need that. All of this stuff, because I want to do that. Constructor bots, I'm not too concerned with for the time being. Tour cards, mine carts. Maybe we'll do mine carts at some point. I've never done mine carts, and they seem a little intimidating, so we'll get there. Closest crystal. Okay, crystal scanners are kind of whatever. Missiles, we'll figure that out. These matter movers, maybe. Okay, I think that's good for right now. So I think on this note, we're gonna end the episode. We got down to tier 4 ores. We're doing frozen factory research, and that's so crazy to me that we're doing that even right now. So hopefully our fuel situation picks up. Hopefully we start crafting fuel fast enough to start getting everything going again, because even when, like I said, even when we're done with the corners, right, we're gonna need to send power down to start powering all the stuff we're gonna have down below. So on that note, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you guys have any tips about Frozen Factory, please let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I've never done it before, and it does seem a little intimidating. I know there's like quite a bit to think about and quite a bit to do. So I want to get that stuff started sooner rather than later. So just let me know down below what you guys think, what any tips and tricks you guys have for me, anywhere I should be researching, and I'll appreciate all of that. So on that note, guys, thank you guys again so much for sticking through this episode, sticking through this series, and we'll see you in the next one.